Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1074. Hello, it's Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in PodCastro Valley 10, at the last place on earth. Today it's Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, plus it's the return of the much-loved segment called Mike on Mobile, where I go to the PodCastro Valley Dog Park.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And talk to the enchanting Katy while dogs snap around us.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
So one day last week I met with the lovely Katy. She's smart and pretty and a sophisticated lady. So we decided to meet amongst the drooling and playing dogs who pee everywhere. You'll hear some barking, not all by me, though I bark for what is fair and just and interesting in this world.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
That's what this podcast is about. Interesting people, places, things, and dogs.
Mike's
So keep listening.
Daily.
Then share this with a friend.
Podcast.
Come on, don't be stingy.
Yeah.
Share it with a damn friend. Share it. Share it now. Share it. Why aren't you sharing it? Am I too demanding? Anywho. Hey, let's jump right into the segment, emails from email and your comment, not so comments.
Oh my god!
Email from email and your calm and not so comments.
I've gotten a bunch of comments about some of the people that I interviewed last week, including Henry River Honey. That was on the last podcast. The fantastic duo of Shaylee and Tracy, whom I have a crush on. They sing and write fantastic songs. They emailed me. So yes, I have an email from them, and it says the following. Just got a chance to listen to the podcast today. It was so great. We will post it to our Facebook page, happy face emoji thing. We just had you on speaker in the they were talking to me about, I'm like, how did you guys sound so clear? Did you have two phones? Were you on like a chat line? How did that work? They said, we just had you on speakerphone in the closed up can, I'm assuming in the bathroom of their van. Unless they meant the closed-up van and spelled it as can. But they're traveling on their tour just in their van and camping out. That's how I found out about them. My friends were camping in Tennessee, and they heard them performing or just playing around the campfire, and they got their information, and that's how we met. Thanks again. We had so much fun. You're very welcome. I also had a text from Bob, who was one of the friends of mine, Bob in Georgia. Bob texted me and said he really enjoyed the interview. I would whip that out right now, but my iPhone is old. And, oh heck! Alright, since you demanded it, I will tell you exactly what he said. Bob, who also goes by Talladega Slim, don't ask why, he said, could you open any slower, you damn Apple product? Hi, Mike. To your interview with Henry River Honey, it was great. Those girls are very, very nice. Your interview was top-notch as always. And I said they were fun to talk to. I like their music. And Bob said, we do too. We think they have a chance to go to the next level. And then I also got a thank you for the Richard Lynch interview. Somebody posted on my Mixcloud, I enjoyed the Richard Lynch interview. Thanks for interviewing him. So please, you can make a comment too, or email me. Email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com, or you can comment. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, all over the dang place. You can find out all those places at mikesdailypodcast.com. Be ready, though, because this week I'm switching my, website provider, and I may run into some issues keeping that webpage on the air, but we'll see. Hopefully you won't notice anything different, and me mentioning this will be completely for no reason whatsoever. Anyway, that is all there at mikesdailypodcast.com, as well as the past podcast pictures, past interviews I've done. That's about it. Oh, and if you want to help us out, there's the Amazon link. Click on that and buy something. whatever you were going to buy on Amazon, just do it through Mike'sDailyPodcast.com first. And you help us out. And there's also the PayPal if you'd like to donate and get a special greeting from all the Cafe Anyway characters. And by the way, look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How you doing?
And it's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What? Ah! What?
Why did that happen?
The Phantom of the Cafe Anyway just performed that.
We have a phantom here?
Yeah, we just created a new character called the Phantom of the Cafe Anyway.
Yeah. Alright. What? He's not a disgruntled organ player?
No, he's not, because he actually plays the organ. Why does that not sound right when I'm saying that?
I don't know. But I'm a disgruntled fiddle player. And that sounds right. All is right with the world is what I'm saying, tell you what.
And look who else just walked in.
Hello, Mike. I make the H-bound Brewmaster.
Brewmaster, I wish you could have made some root beer for the lovely Katy. I could have taken it to the PodCastro Valley Dog Park, and I could have poured it for her, and it would have been a lovely, little picnic thing.
Yeah, but you don't want her to die.
No, that's true. Your root beer would cause her death.
Yeah, that's bad.
You're right.
Mike.
What, Brewmaster?
I'll cut you.
Oh, don't. No. That's all right. Hey, please go online and track down the thing that the lovely Vanessa Bayer did on Saturday Night Live last night, poking fun at God Is Not Dead 2. It's called God is a Boob Man. And, it was on Facebook part of the day, and now it's gone. Dang it. That's always when I'm looking for stuff. It is so funny, and it totally pokes fun at all this. I'm really getting kind of tired, and I work for a religious station, but I'm getting a little tired of the persecuted Christian thing. And they did a perfect quick little jab at it in just this one little scene where Vanessa Bayer is talking to, I can't think of her name, on Saturday Night Live. The black comedian who is hilarious. Can't think. Anyway, so Vanessa Bayer's character is saying to her black friend, Christians are the most persecuted people in the world. And her black friend is like, really? Kind of like, you think you're blowing this out of proportion a little bit? I kind of been persecuted a little bit more than you. It's isn't. But that's the whole thing I hear on the religious radio station all the time is, it's a victim mentality. If you're Christians of the world, why y'all want to be victims? Why you all want to act that way? You freaking own America, the most powerful country in the world. What is this? So, the reason why, and you need to realize this, if you're a Christian listening to this, I have complete respect for you in your faith. Everyone's got to believe in something. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything, as the old expression goes. And the great John Mellencamp tune goes on Scarecrow. Great album. You have to realize, though, that some of the preaching from the preacher that you hear, a lot of the preachers in America, they need money. It comes down to money. Bottom line. It's all about the coin. It's all about cash. Money, money, money. I wish I could quote some rap song, some rap tune that talks about money. Oh, they all do, don't they? I wish I had some cool, I could throw out some lyric and sound all cool. But I can't. That's the thing you gotta realize, is they're trying to make the fear cause you to cough up the money to keep unless we keep this ministry going, all Christianity will be killed off by the gays, is what they're trying to say. And that's what that funny little Saturday Night Live video poking fun of the trailer to the movie God is Dead 2, which was this huge movie that came out a few weeks ago. I know about it because they advertised it like crazy on the religious station I work for. Just something to think about. Always, even with this show, think about where the message is coming from. I'm just some guy, some late 40s guy in the Bay Area who's doing a somewhat odd podcast, an oddcast, if you will, who's sort of whimsical, but I think some things, everybody that's eloquent. Mark, that it's really eloquent. Thanks, Benita. Eloquence. Speaking of eloquent, let's get to my fantastic, it was so wonderful hearing her talk, the wonderful Katy. And, oh, by the way, just one quick thing here. And this is odd, but I was watching Get Smart, you know, the old TV show, Maxwell Smart, played by Don Adams. Do you know at the end of that show, they always say, special thanks to Botany 500 for the wardrobe, for Don Adams' wardrobe. And I'm like, what the hell is Botany 500? I looked it up. Apparently, it was a huge clothing manufacturer that closed its doors in December of 1973. All the assets were sold for $4 million, and it was done. But I guess for a short time, they actually had some business going on, and they were on a major show. Of course, Get Smart was huge in its time, but then gone, blown away. And I thought fashion just zips on by like dust in the wind. And maybe someday all women will realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't be wearing yoga pants in public. Maybe this isn't a good look for me. And I should stop. And all the yoga pants people and the athletic leisure wear people, they will vanish just like the Botany 500. Something to think about. Okay, Mike on the Wild.
Mike on the Wild.
Here we are at the dog park in PodCastro Valley. Basil, the boxer, and I. And oh my gosh, it's Katy.
Could it be Mike?
Yes. Could it be Katy?
It could be.
Could it be you? So that's some song. What have you been up to?
Oh, Mike. Well, first of all, it's been a long time since I've seen you, apparently.
Yeah, I think last time was like Christmas around that time, the Cafe 4.
Yeah, I can't believe it, but you must be right.
I have a thing in my head that keeps track of things like that. So
I know what that's called.
What is it?
It's called a brain.
I don't
have as big of a brain as you do, I guess.
You were on a couple of podcasts, and it's been a while since you've been on the podcast. Oh, and it's windy here at the park today. We should have brought kites. Dang. And what's interesting about... Oh, we just had a brindle pit bull join us up here on this park bench. We're sitting on a park table right now. We should say a couple things about this dog park.
Yeah.
The people at the dog park can sometimes be rather interesting. I think, did we tell the story one time about the guy that keeps bringing these big Sparklets water bottles for the dogs to play with, and some lady was like crunching them up, and he's like, no, they're for the dogs.
I do remember that story. This whole place is full of characters, except us. We're normal.
But Katy, for people that are listening to this podcast for the first time, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm just a girl.
In the world?
In the world. I'm from Castro Valley. My name is Katy. I have a dog named Mally.
There's Mally.
That's why I'm here at the dog park. She's not really playing today. She's just lazing around.
It's a beautiful day to laze about. It rained last night pretty hard.
Last night it did?
Yeah, around 2:30. And I'm like, oh, I don't have to get up for an hour and a half. I'll go back to sleep. And all of a sudden... It was like a total downpour.
I didn't know that. I didn't hear it. My window was open too.
You're a sound sleeper.
I guess so.
I'm sorry I interrupted you. You were talking about Mally, lounging, and
Lazing.
then... Blazing?
Lazing. I don't even know if that's a word. Lazing.
Lazing about.
Yeah.
We just coined it here.
Recoined.
I won't say who your father is, but Robert Owen Welsh said that he likes your father.
I don't know who Robin Owen Welsh is.
Robert Owen Welsh is now married to Christy Blackman.
Oh, right. Yes, you are friends with the Blackmans. I forgot.
So it's a tight-knit community here.
It is. Castro Valley. It's a small world. It really is.
But Robert never listens to my podcast, even when he's on it. He's got a segment called Welsh on the World that he's done like once.
Well, shame on him. He's missing out.
He was on the 1000th episode.
Wow. That's an honor.
Episode. You're cordially invited to the 5-year episode.
Whoa!
The 5-year anniversary is coming up next month, I think.
Congratulations. 5 years.
I know.
Basil was just a little puppy.
Yeah. Oh, here comes that little...
It's really cute. This dog, it looks like a pit bull. I heard the owner say it's not, though. It's something else.
Oh.
It's another breed that's like a tiny pit bull. It's very cute and very sweet.
Well, you know, what's wrong with people that hate dogs?
They're the worst. Put them to death. That's my political stance, 2016.
No, that makes sense. That's not a harsh thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
It's not Basil. What's that dog up there?
That's like a what do you call it? A Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Yeah, it's smaller though than a real one. It must be a mix, but it definitely has that color.
There's a lot of German Shepherds here. You're right.
Yeah, there are. It's Mally's nemesis. I don't know why. She got in a fight with one once. Now she's having a little wrestling match. See, this is the other thing is people also get like wary of her because when she's playing, she sounds like she's fighting.
Oh.
And so people are like, whoa. And I'm like, she's playing. But then you sound like that owner that's like, oh, she's fine. But really not.
Do you hate being that owner?
I do. I want people to know me for who I am.
And Katy, you're fascinating. There's so many layers to Katy.
I have something to tell you.
Oh my God!
News right here on this podcast.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I'm going to be moving in with Aaron Suff.
I thought it was Sooth.
It's Suff.
Like forsooth.
Like it's like for Suff.
You guys might be doing a podcast together.
Wait, so did I already tell you that we're moving in together?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's been a long time in coming.
Did I not sound surprised enough?
You didn't. You're like, yeah, no, and I already know the backstory of Erin Seth and everything about her.
Erin Seth was going to be on this show because she does a really cool band. What is it called?
Right. Oh, yes. Now, did we just... No, tell me how I told you about Erin. Was it over text recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we've talked ever on a phone.
No.
We text.
We text.
We have one of these texting relationships. Not that kind of a texting relationship. No pictures, just words of just, regular dialogue. 9
words. Just the most boring words you can think of.
We just say really boring words like office memo.
Office memo vocab.
Yeah, so you're moving in with her.
Yeah.
In San Leandro.
Well, in Hayward. Well, I was gonna say.
Oh, I was wrong.
I thought. So you don't.
I got the wrong
story. You don't know the whole story. No, I thought that. When you already knew, I thought that. Wow, we must have been planning that before New Year's, and I thought that's so long ago that she's been looking for a house and all that. But it hasn't been that long. I just told you recently, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last week.
Okay, so recently. So yeah, she bought a house. She's been looking for a house. She bought one.
Dang, in this market?
She's a young boss lady. She's great. She
gets things done.
She gets things done. She has a really good job, and she saved some money, and she bought a house.
Good for her. Wow. Does she still play at Cafe 4 in PodCastro Valley?
Struggling through that word. She does still play. Actually, my company just had a party recently, and she and Lindsay came and sang at it, and they were great. And then they just sang at a wedding recently that I was at. Oh. Yeah. So they're active for sure, but I don't think they've played at the cafe recently.
Okay. And I meant to ask you, what is Mally?
What is Mally?
Like, what kind of mix would you say?
People say lab mix, or the vet says a lab mix, and I think I see pit bull in her.
Yeah.
And maybe other stuff, maybe shepherd, maybe other things, but there are aspects of many breeds that I do see in her.
Let's hear it for mutts.
Let's hear it for mutts.
I like big mutts, and I cannot lie.
That's the whole point of this whole conversation. You've just been waiting to say that.
No, I think...
Hey, Katy, what do you think about... Is Mally a mutt? Could you talk about that for 2 seconds while I pretend to listen, and then can I say my punchline?
I was leading you to the punchline.
Isn't there a rule about that?
like a Mel Brooks movie where you're watching, you're like, oh, that whole scene was a lead up to that punchline. Crap. Well,
I've been duped.
so what else has been going on with Katy? Any polyamorous relationships or anything like this?
Hey, just to be clear, I never participated in that. That was just an opportunity I passed up.
Living in the Bay Area. See, Utah has their polygamous relationships. We have polyamorous ones.
Right, which is okay for some reason. It's better. It's fine. It's normal.
No problem with that. No senators banning it.
Not today. Well, recently I went to... Now, I have a little tiny story about this.
Oh, this is good.
It's not that good. So I
cannot wait.
Okay, you're overhyping it. I went to see an old girlfriend whom I love. Her name is Rachel. She's an old friend of mine from college, and we were close friends then.
What college you go to?
I went to the Master's College. It's a small Christian college in the Los Angeles area.
You didn't go to Azusa Pacific like every other Christian?
I did not. No. But I do have some friends that went there.
Continue about this Master's College friend.
So she and I haven't seen each other in a while. She just went through a breakup, and she's one of my favorite people. So I immediately, when I heard about this breakup, it was a perfect opportunity to say, well, let's get together for a girls' weekend, because now she's broken up with this guy. You know, she's free now. Oh, there's a dog fight going on.
Is Mally involved?
No, it's a golden retriever.
Uh-oh.
Get away!
Oh, jeez.
You know what? The golden retriever instigated that. They're blaming the pit bull right now. It was not the pit bull. It was the golden retriever.
We have it right here.
I saw it.
Good job, Mally and Basil, staying away from that. Golden retrievers, if they try and mount,
Yeah.
and show their dominance, that ticks off the other dogs.
Yep.
Okay, so you're seeing the girlfriend.
So seeing the girlfriend, we decided to meet halfway because she lives in LA still, and we decided to meet in San Luis Obispo. Now, when I see, how does everyone shorten that word? You say
S slow.
Whenever I see people shorten it to SLO, I say SLO in my head. I've never said slow. I always say, so I started telling people, it was my first time there. I said, I'm going to SLO for the first time. People are like, what? Like, nobody would accept it. Everyone made fun of me. That's my whole
jerks.
Story. That's my whole story.
How'd you like SLO?
SLO was great. It was so cute. I liked it. It was nice.
Really? The thing about, I like it too, and what's it called? Like Hildebrand or Hidalgo Way or something is their main strip.
Right.
And when I would go, because I used to live in Southern California, when I'd get to San Luis Obispo, I would go, I'm in Northern California now, because it feels kind of, I don't know, San Franciscan to me for some reason.
I kept forgetting. It's funny that you say that, because I kept forgetting that I was somewhere else. I kept forgetting that I was not in the Bay Area. And at the end of the weekend, I thought, I have to drive home. I didn't even think about it. But traffic was bad both ways. It took me about... I like that. Let me emote.
I hate the traffic.
Yeah. So, but it was a great weekend. There's that golden retriever.
The golden retriever's right by us now.
It's a vicious golden retriever.
Basil's sniffing it right now.
So tell me something about you that's happened recently.
Well, I got married.
Shut up.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
To my jobs. I'm freaking working all the time. I work every single day.
Yeah.
But it's not like, it's like 5 hours and 6 hours, kind of. That's the maximum is sometimes 8, but that's like once in a blue moon.
Are you being compensated in a way that pleases you?
Could be better. I'm being compensated.
Could be. I mean, I'm sure Bill Gates says that it could be better.
You think so?
I mean, he's
that greedy?
I mean, at some point he was making like $1 million a year, and he was like, yeah, it could be better. And now he's making more, and he's probably still like, yeah, it could be better.
I hope that Bing and other things he's doing take off.
Your Bing points? You just want all those Bing points. I remember that. Much Chipotle.
I love Bing points. Yeah, they don't have Chipotle up there anymore for Bing points because all the problems that Bing had.
Here's why. Bing points are fake.
Yeah. I want to agree with you that I know I used them for getting some Burger King one day, and I never eat there. So I guess it's good at steering you towards stuff you shouldn't have. Tell me. Oh, yeah, so that's about it. That's my life. I've been doing the podcast. I got the dog. That's my life, man.
We're both really interesting these days.
We are. That's why we spiced up this conversation by being threatened, our lives being threatened by canines all around us.
It's true. These animals, I tell you.
It's like we're doing an interview in a Shark Tank.
With the sweetest little sharks you've ever seen.
Oh, they're the...
Mally.
I think I'm picking up a lot of these growls and stuff because last time I was listening to this, I'm like, oh, wow, I could hear every little growl and all the psychotic other dog owners walking past us and everything. Yeah. It's great. No, I wanted to ask you about, like, where's a good place? Because we were talking about good places to eat outside.
We always do.
Have you found any new places?
No. Well, I've been eating out a lot I went to a cool bar recently in Oakland. It had a fire pit. It was really cool. It was see, cool. I'm saying cool again.
It wasn't the Drake's dealership, was it?
No. It was very...
They have a lot of cool fire pits there.
I know. I've looked inside. I've never actually been there.
Now they should give me a free beer, but they won't.
Damn those guys. So there's this bar, and let me tell you how helpful I am. I don't remember the name, and I don't remember what it's near. But there is a fire pit there, so find it, everybody.
And it's... Fire pits are going to be everywhere. So do they put it right in the middle of the bar inside?
The bar's on the side of a building. It's rather long. And so you can go... Oh,
here's that golden retriever. Hi, how are you today? Good.
Oh, look at this little guy.
Oh, wow. What is that?
Oh, wow.
That is some kind of fluffy Cocker Spaniel thingy.
You're describing this like I'm describing that bar. It's like there's a place where you can order a drink and places to sit. I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about.
Yes. I think no. But okay, next time you go, let me know where it is.
I will.
And I will go there.
I will.
There's just so many bars now in Oakland, so many new places.
There are. I'm trying to think of any good restaurants, though. A couple in San Francisco. I've been in Hayes Valley recently, but again, I don't remember the names.
And you go to see all these cool plays.
No, not anymore.
And musicals.
I got too poor. You know who I went to see since I last saw you was Jerry Seinfeld.
How was he?
He was so funny. He was great. It was just 100% classic Jerry. Exactly what you want to see from him.
Where was he at?
Take a guess. I want you to guess. You have 2 guesses.
In your house? Was that not a good guess?
Oh, you really wasted that one, yeah.
Oh, was he at the Oracle Arena?
No, he was in Stockton.
You drove to Stockton?
For Jerry, yeah. Here's the backstory. I almost bought tickets to see Jerry Seinfeld years ago. My sisters and I love Jerry, and I saw...
Oh, how's your sister, by the way? Is she married yet to that bar guy?
No, but they're dating. They're great. They're doing great. He surprised her. He came back early from a time away at sea. She thought he was coming back a week later. He came back early and surprised her. It was great.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Mally's playing.
Oh, Mally's got a ball.
My sisters and I love Jerry. We've always loved Jerry. And a few years ago, I saw that he was coming to the Fox or Paramount somewhere in Oakland. And he used to come every year.
Oh.
Or for a span of time, he was coming every year. And I saw the tickets. I was like, oh, yes, we've got to go. So I almost bought the tickets. They were like $80, like not very expensive. And I mean, expensive, but not too bad. And I almost bought them. My sisters, in the back of my mind, I thought maybe they won't want to pay me back. I don't know if I should buy them. So
that happens a lot.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask them before we actually go. And I waited till that night or something, asked them. They were like, of course, yes. And then I went to buy the tickets. They were all gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So all these years I've been scouring the internet waiting for Jerry to come.
Oh, yeah, because you missed the big opportunity.
Yeah, I missed the big opportunity. So somewhat recently, a friend of mine told me, hey, Jerry's going to be in Stockton. I thought, Stockton's kind of far, but, there's no guarantee, like, he's going to come back.
Yeah.
And so I just needed to take the opportunity. So I got tickets for my sisters, and actually just one of my sisters ended up coming, and we had the best time. He was so funny.
Wait, how many sisters do you have?
13.
God. Are you from a polygamous family?
It's polyamorous, but it's the Bay Area. God, we're not that uncivilized.
Wow.
No, it's, I have 2 sisters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, I saw Jerry in Cupertino.
You saw Jerry?
In 2010.
See, this whole thing was another long con for you to talk about that. You're like, oh, tell me more about Jerry. Watching your watch, waiting till you can talk about Jerry. I'm just kidding. I want to hear about your time with Jerry. Did you like it?
Yeah, the only joke I remember him saying was, Cupertino, what is that? Is that like a really small cup of coffee? Ooh, I don't want a big grande mocha. I'd like a Cupertino. And that's the only thing. I do remember, though, he used his hands a lot.
Yeah.
And on his show, he's kind of stoic, like right there. And in person, he's moving his hands a lot up and down.
I had the same thought, actually.
Very physical.
He was very physical. And you're right. On the stand-up portions on his TV show at the beginning and end, when he's doing the little and he's in the comedy bar, he's very just normal and almost like lazy and talking slow. But at his comedy show, he was, like you said, so physical, literally jumping around the stage, making these big movements. Everything was, his body was involved, and he was like screaming like that, just like loud. And yes, that aspect was different than the show, what you usually see of him. And even stand-up I've seen of him. Do you remember that old tour he did, I'm Telling You for the Last Time?
Wait, is that a documentary?
No, it's one of his stand-up tours.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. No.
There's a DVD of it. And in that one, even, he's not very physical. But I guess maybe as he's gotten older, the whole thing seemed very memorized.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like off the cuff. It was like, this is his routine. Like, he had word for word and movement for movement, what he usually did. So, in that sense, it was not quite what I expected. But, it was so fun. We had great seats. We were so close to him. You could really see all of his expressions, and he was so just, it's great to see Jerry Seinfeld up close in person.
Some people are, 20-somethings, early, they're like, we don't understand Jerry Seinfeld. His show is so old now, and he seems dated.
Well, remember earlier how I said all dog haters should be put to death? That's my political stance. I'd say I'd lump in the Seinfeld haters with that. Those people aren't to be trusted, nor are they to be allowed to vote or make any kind of decision.
Okay, I'll talk to some more senators about that and the polyam.
I know you're very powerful politically. That's why I'm bringing these issues to you.
I commute to D.C. every other day. And I stop in SLO on my way.
On your way to D.C. See, you know what? L.A., D.C. People don't say DC or la. They say the letters.
Yeah.
And slow, I want to say SLO.
Yeah.
I guess it's because it is a word. Slow. It sounds like the word slow.
Basil and Mally are playing.
They are. Oh my gosh, they're totally chasing each other.
Oh, yay!
Look at of dogs. They've started a whole trend.
Basil's got a whole group going.
Making merry-go-round of dogs.
Yeah. We're in the middle of it, too.
We are. They were circling around.
Merry-go-round of dogs.
Merry-go-round.
Yay! All right. We will feature the second part of that fantastic Conversations from the Dog Park, in an upcoming episode of Mike's Daily Podcast. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in PodCastro Valley.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And the podcast picture is of a wonderful dog. I can say that because I am his owner. That's Basil the Boxer. And there I am with him. And the question of owners looking like their dogs is answered for I certainly do look like my dog in that picture. So see that picture now at mikesdailypodcast.com. Next show, it'll be Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!